And welcome everyone to Manatee High School for tonight's girls volleyball matchup between the homestanding Manatee Hurricanes and the visiting Lakewood Ranch Mustangs. I'm Stephen Oposki, joined alongside Chris Peters, the TV production teacher at Manatee High School. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to be here.
And we are now standing for the national anthem. And we are just about ready for action. Kind of an intriguing matchup we have tonight. Lakewood Ranch coming into this game winners of 6 in a row. In fact, they won a tournament at Parish Community High School this past weekend. And meanwhile, Manatee has dropped 3 in a row, and they lost their last game against Braden Christian 3-0. Starting lineup for Lakewood Ranch tonight: Andrea Dietz, Vanessa Richford, Sydney Sprague, Katie Ekstrom, Hannah Sprungman, Tanner Sobecki McMullen, and Cora Yanis. And for the homestanding Hurricanes: Abby Clark, Lily Rodriguez, Olivia Isaac, Abby Dunstan, Anastasia Scovita, Ava Baugh, and Bailey Catlett. And so Lakewood Ranch, as I've said, they're really coming in on a hot streak. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Lakewood Ranch, their 3 top players are all seniors: Dietz, Ekstrom, and the setter Richford, the team captain. Of course, Andrea Dietz has committed to play beach volleyball for University of North Florida. Very talented player. And Ekstrom leads the team in kills per set at 2.8. So a lot of talent on Lakewood Ranch's side, and we know how talented Manatee is. We've seen them a couple times here on MSTV. Very young, but very talented. And we're getting underway. Richford to serve to start out. Scovita setting up Dunstan on the outside. Dug out by the libero. Nicely done there. And that's a kill for Ekstrom to begin the game. Lakewood Ranch strikes first.
That was a little bit of miscommunication right there. We had 6 Hurricanes looking at the ball.
Richford to serve again. Free ball opportunity. Oh, and it falls. Mistake there, and Manatee ties it up 1-1. And so to begin the game serving for the Hurricanes, Bailey Catlett. Richford back set to Dietz, and Dietz scores for the Mustangs. Excuse me, that was Ekstrom on that kill. And here is Ekstrom once again. And we're going to have double contact. So we're tied up 2-2. Dunston is checking out, and this is Natalie Tolucci, the freshman defensive specialist for the Hurricanes, serving. Oh, and an error there.
It's a good break for the Hurricanes.
3-2 is our score. As Tolucci serves it up one more time. Tipped, but handled by Scovita. Dietz with a lot of power, hits the backboard, the basketball backboard that is folded up into the ceiling. Unfortunate break there for the Hurricanes as Lakewood Ranch scores to make it 3-3.
That was tough. You get the ball going one direction and it comes off a totally different angle after hitting that board.
Sydney Sprague serving. Catlett back sets to Scovita, and it is out. We've seen Manatee use a 6-2 lineup with two setters, Catlett and Scovita. They like both of them. That's going to be out. So 5-3 is our score. That's ball, a little bit too much power behind that. Here's Sprague once again, senior libero. Catlett has to tip that. And it's going to be a point for Lakewood Ranch. And I think Coach Cothran not happy with that call.
It didn't appear that either player made contact with the net. So,
I didn't see it either.
And the down judge did not signal anything either.
So conversation now. Is this something they can overturn?
I'm not sure if this will be an over. Most likely, if they can't agree on a call, they'll come back and do a do-over, which volleyball is the only sport that has that as an option. And there's the do-over.
All right.
Now we'll get the explanation to the Lakewood Ranch coach.
All right, let's try it again. 6-3. Sprague serving again. Ball with a beautiful kill.
That was a nice cross-court hit there.
Set up by Catlett, the outstanding setter. And this is Abby Clark serving. Another one of these outstanding young players for the Hurricanes. She's a sophomore. And there is a point for the Mustangs as Tanner Sobecki McMullen comes in. And she will serve now for Lakewood Ranch. Interesting approach there.
Yeah, that was.
And it was good for an ace.
Not something I've seen before.
Here's Sobecki McMullen serving again, senior.
Whatever she's doing is working, because right now we don't have an answer for it.
So 2 aces in a row. And again, having trouble with that serve. They have to send over a free ball, and just some miscommunication there. So
miscommunication, and that serve is dying right at what would be the three-point line on the basketball court, but it's given the back row a difficult time to.
Watch this approach. I haven't seen anything like that. Scovita off the block and good. So finally, Manatee gets a side out, and they trail 9-5.
Thankful to get out of that rotation.
As Catlett checks out, and this is Elena Pearson checking in for the Hurricanes. Scovita serving, and it hits the tape, so it's 10-5. And here is Andrea Dietz, outstanding player, UNF commit. Nice dig there by Becky McMullen. Oh, and miscommunication on Lakewood Ranch's end this time. And so the Hurricanes take the point.
Yeah, that was fortunate because that over shouldn't have been played right there. That should have been an easy set, and we put it over the net instead.
Deep serve and too deep. So now here's Cora Yanis, the freshman for the Mustangs serving. Leading 11-6. Here comes Pearson, and it's just out. 12-6 is our score. Yanis, just a freshman. Dunston, still alive, well played there by Lakewood Ranch. Escovita sets up Rodriguez in the middle, still alive. Oh my goodness. That thing was a laser from Katie Ekstrom.
That was a well hit ball. Nobody there to play that on our side.
Yanis to serve again, leading 13-6. Still alive, cannot get it over. So lots of good play at the net. Good job by both teams to stay out of the net. And it's going to be a timeout for Manatee. They trail 14-6. So if you're Manatee, what do you think? What do you think they need to do to kind of make this comeback?
A little bit of better communication in that back row, and be aware of that serve that's dropping in short. We gave up quite a few points on that one series where they kept dropping that serve short, and our back row players were not close enough to the front lines. So a little bit of adjustment. The good thing is Coach Cawthorn's been doing this long enough. He knows what to say in those huddles.
On the other side, Coach Jessica Loopold, all smiles in the Lakewood Ranch huddle as they lead by 8 here in the first set. Really seems like the Mustangs are peaking at the right time as we head down the home stretch. Again, having won 6 in a row.
Yeah, and their senior leadership has got to be carrying them at this point with the number of seniors they've got on this team. Look at the Manatee roster, quite a bit younger.
8 seniors for the Mustangs, and looks like 2 seniors for Manatee. Neither of them start. Here's Scovita setting up Dunston, blocked. Actually, it may have hit the net before it was blocked. Regardless, it's a point for the Mustangs, 15-6. Let's take a look here on the replay. Yeah, that hit the net, so nice serve, barely goes over. And tipped over. Nice job by Hannah Sprungman to score for the Mustangs. 16-6.
Yeah, Lakewood Ranch seems to be doing everything right now.
Yanis on a nice roll here, serving again.
A little bit of hesitation there.
And from the back row, ball can't get it over, so it's 17-6. Yanis once again. Once again, ball from the back row too strong. 17-6.
Just got to find
Excuse me, 18-6.
Just have to find that happy medium. One too short, one too long.
Blocked by number 3, Richford. Pretty good when your setter can come in and get a block.
Yeah, and Lakewood Ranch has had good net play the entire first game so far.
Yanis once again. Pearson gets it to fall. And a much-needed side out for the Hurricanes, trailing 19-7. As Clark checks back in and Rodriguez takes a break. Here's Olivia Isaac, junior libero. Just sneaks that over. And that's going to be good. Didn't quite catch who hit that. I believe it was Sprungman. Maybe we can catch it on the replay. As looks like Richford is going to serve now for the Mustangs, leading 20-7. Little trouble there on that receive. That went off the net.
I was going to say, that didn't make it over.
Nope.
There we go.
So 20-8 as Pearson checks out and Catlett will come back in. Back set to Scovita. She's blocked. Follow-up goes over, though, as play continues. Outside, it's Dietz. Excuse me, Ekstrom with the kill there.
She pushed that right through the double team and rolled it right off the top of the net.
21-8 as Ekstrom is back to serve, and actually looks like we're going to get a timeout. Well, Chris, we'd like to thank you and your TV production students for helping out today. Can you tell us a little bit about your class this year and all these students here that are helping out?
This year is kind of a restart for our program. We didn't have a TV production teacher last year, so kind of a change in teachers. I moved over from our manufacturing and shop programs and have started back up with the TV1. And we've got a mix of kids that are brand new to television production, and then we have a couple kids that have been helping out with our live stream and our Jumbotron at our football games. So it's kind of a mix of a couple kids that have been around for a few years and some that have never stepped behind a camera in their life. So far pretty happy with what they're being able to be a part of tonight and what they're doing.
Yeah, and just looking at the replays and all the camera angles, these are all students who are running these cameras tonight. And so far, they're doing a great job.
And we appreciate you guys coming in with the opportunity to put that in front of our kids, because right now we don't have the setups to be able to do this on our own. So we appreciate you guys.
Ekstrom served that one, and overpass and trouble for Manatee, but they are going to get it over, and a free ball opportunity as Ball got that one, and Dunston gets downhill, but it's and we've got a net violation against the Hurricanes. 22-8. Here's Ekstrom once again. Quick set to Clark. She's blocked.
Yeah, the Lakewood Ranch double team has been trouble all night.
They're closing that block really well. So there's been very few opportunities for the Hurricanes hitters. Ekstrom. Tipped over by Catlett. Nicely done by the libero Sprague. As Clark with a nice block.
And she went up and did that all by herself. No double team to take credit on that.
Clark, a very good sophomore middle for the Mustangs. Actually second on the team at 1.6 kills per set. As Tolucci serves for the Hurricanes. Clark again. And Clark with a block. So Abby Clark coming up big, trying to get the Hurricanes back into it. You're down 13 at this point. Very tough to come back from. So maybe at this point, you're kind of looking for some momentum leading into the second set. As Tolucci serves. And trouble there on that hit for number 15, Tanner Sobecki McMullen, and it's 23-11.
Yeah, 13-point run is going to be difficult, but
Dietz.
Especially when you have somebody like that on the other side of the net.
Boy, with Dietz and Ekstrom, they have got a really good 1-2 punch there on the front row. Sydney Sprague, senior libero. Ball getting downhill, and that's a kill for Ava Ball. 24-12.
Yeah, like you said, at this point, we're just looking for some momentum going into that second game. That was a good.
All right, so again, set point for the Mustangs as Clark serves. From the back row, here's Ekstrom, but Tolucci handled that. And no one there for the third hit, and that's going to be the first set. The Mustangs win 25-12. So with that, we will take a break, and we'll be back with the second set here on Manatee Schools Television.
So I was kind of like in that mode where you're like, do I want to go to four-year? Do I want to go to trades college? What do I want to do? I knew I wanted to do something with my hands. I kind of stumbled across the program at MTC, Electrical and Instrumentation. When I first went in there, I thought we were just going to be learning wiring, how to hardwire, how to build control panels. We did a whole scope of control programming as well. After graduating, I had a job within a week. If I had not gone to MTC, if I had not attended the electrical and instrumentation program, I can tell you right now, I wouldn't be in this trade.
Before coming to Manatee Technical College, I was definitely struggling with finding a purpose in life. But after going through the PCT program, I definitely discovered that I have a passion for patient care. Coming into the healthcare field, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it, but everyone was very helpful. Every skill they taught me was able to be transferred over into the workforce. Turns out that the field that I'm in is in super high demand, and I actually got a job while I was still in the program during my clinicals. I'd encourage anyone who is looking for a career change to definitely start at MTC. It's definitely made a huge difference.
When I drop my kids off and I see that they're on time and they've been delivered safely, it gives me a lot of personal satisfaction to have done this for the community. I would encourage anybody who is like me, retired, to look into this and consider, because it really has worked for me.
Start a great future with the School District of Manatee County. Apply now at manateeschools.net/careers. Start a great future with the School District of Manatee County. Apply now at manateeschools.net/careers.
And we're back here at Manatee High School, where the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs have just taken a 1-0 lead over the homestanding Manatee Hurricanes. And so we saw Lakewood Ranch just come out firing on all cylinders and dominated that first set. So if you're Manatee, what do you think they should do to kind of build on a little bit of momentum that they had at the end of the first set?
Go back to the few things that were working. We got a few cross-court sets that gave us a chance to hit against a single blocker instead of the double team. And we've got to make sure that that back row steps up a little bit on those serves.
Bailey Catlett serving. Trouble here. See if they can get it over very far. And she did. Great play by the libero.
That was a good hustle by Dietz as well to get back there and give them a chance.
And that was Scovita scoring for the Hurricanes. And they take the first point of the second set. Bailey Catlett serving. Dug up by Sprague, the libero. And a double contact there will be called against Clark. So it is now 1-1. So here's Vanessa Richford serving. She leads the team with 28 aces this season. Catlett outside to Scovita, hits the net. 2-1 Mustangs.
Yeah, that was into the net, but there was a double team waiting if that had made it over.
Richford hits the net this time. Senior setter and team captain for the Mustangs. Leads the team in assists with 205. She has 25, 8-20. That time hit the net. So here's Tolucci to serve for the Hurricanes. Trouble there against the net. Catlett has trouble with that one, and it's going to make it 3-2 Lakewood Ranch, as Coach Cothran giving some instructions here.
Yeah, that's a tough ball to try to play when it comes down, just misses the tape and rolls right down the net like that.
Number 4 has checked in for Lakewood Ranch. This is Kaylee Littlejohn. Setting up Clark, and Abby Clark gets it down.
Not sure what the delay was on that call. It was clearly in.
Well, as long as you get it right in the end, I suppose, as Clark will serve. That's going to go out. So the Hurricanes retake the lead 4-3. Back set off the block, and nice dig by Tolucci as play continues. Dietz dug up again by Tolucci. She's doing well back there. Scovita. Ball getting downhill, and Ava Ball with the kill. 5-3 is our score.
Yeah, that was a nice back and forth by both teams.
Clark again. Still alive, nice dig. And it's gonna go out. Wow, an opportunity there for Lakewood Ranch. They had the entire backcourt pretty much available, but it went out. 6-3, Clark serving again. Another point for the Hurricanes. Is Lakewood Ranch having a little trouble, and they are going to call timeout. I was just about to say maybe time to think about a timeout, and they do. So the Hurricanes playing much better this set.
Yeah, that momentum they picked up right at the end, had a couple good plays at the end of the first set, and it's carried over, and now they're sitting with a 4-point lead.
Jessica Leupold in her first season as Lakewood Ranch's head coach. She came from New Mexico and coached volleyball out there. Club volleyball mostly, but she is very excited to be here in Florida, still getting settled in. And she has inherited a lot of talented seniors. And she's very excited. She likes this team. She likes their attitude. And she likes the fact that they're always giving 100%. Here's Clark. Outside to Dietz. And Andrea Dietz with the kill.
That was a good timeout by the Lakewood Ranch coach. Slow things down. Give her kids a chance to get back in position. Sorry.
No, you're good. Clark has checked out, and Rodriguez is now in at middle for the Hurricanes as Sprague serves. Hits the net, but the Hurricanes handle it. They have to send over a free ball opportunity here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was kind of an accidental save on the Hurricanes.
Dietz once again going cross court. No answer for Andrea Dietz.
No, and even when you have a double team there and she hits over the top of it, it's not going to do a whole lot of good.
Sprague serving. That is out. Barely missed that line. Catlett is going to check out, and this is Elena Pearson checking in for the Hurricanes as Scovita is back to serve. A little bit behind that pass, but she did get it over as Rodriguez scores for the Hurricanes. Sophomore middle.
Yeah, it kind of caught the libero having to reach back over her shoulder to get to that one, and ball just went right off and out of bounds.
Saw that on the replay, that nice dig by Isaac. And that's going to go just out, so it is 9-6, Hurricanes lead. This is so Becky McMullen serving. Scovita, quick set to Rodriguez. Nice defensive play by number 15. So Becky McMullen, and into the bench, and a point for the Mustangs.
But the moral victory there is that it wasn't an ace. After the first game, the way she served.
Scovita outside to Pearson, off the block, dug by the libero Sprague, and now Dietz. Andrea Dietz with another kill.
The Manatee block's got to come a little bit sooner. You can watch it on replay, and she's got the ball over the net before our girls are getting fully extended.
And again, we got to give credit to Sprague, Richford, the senior captain setter, for setting up all those great hits on the outside. Ball got downhill there, but was dug by Becky McMullen. Dietz was blocked that time. Now she's going to try it again. And what do we have in the net? Looks like they're saying Rodriguez was in the net, so.
Yeah, she got looked like her left hand in there on her way up.
So we're tied now, 9-9. So Becky McMullen serving. Oh, and ball was blocked, but it goes out. And so it's 10-9, Hurricanes lead.
And that was the same rotation in the first game that gave them fits. So once again, thankful to be out of that position.
Here's Ava Ball serving. Too strong, and we're tied up 10-10. Dietz with a nice serve. Almost hit that backboard again.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get the return of the bad bounce.
Dunston blocked by number 21, Cora Yanis. And after looking at it on the replay, it does look like it hit the net. Dunston pushes that one over. Here comes Ekstrom, and a point.
Nice cross-court shot there. Dietz is fun to watch. She does everything well. She comes out of the front row, the block. She's playing the back row right now, getting some nice digs, serving well, and just all around an excellent player for Lakewood Ranch.
And certainly playing beach volleyball will give you that opportunity to be a versatile player.
And we even swept the floor tonight to try to take the advantage away from her, and it's not helping.
Well, we've seen Lakewood Ranch come back after being down 9-5, I believe it was. They took the timeout, came out, and they've scored. They've gone on a nice run here. So
they were very relaxed in that timeout because we had a camera person in there trying to get some video of them, and they were more focused on the camera and laughing, and then they came out and went on a nice little run. So I'll have to have a talk about that in class on Monday.
Dietz will serve. Ekstrom can't get it over the net that time, and it is 12-11. As Clark comes back in, and Rodriguez, who has done a nice job there in the middle, coming in off the bench. As Isaac lines up to serve. Here comes Ekstrom, and cannot get it over And a point for the Mustangs, 13-11. As the libero comes out, Sprague, and this is trying to see who checked in. Number 10 is Hannah Sprungman, the sophomore middle. Yanis to serve. And Dunstan hit the net. So we've seen the Hurricanes hitters have trouble. They're getting some good swings, but they just can't get it over the net.
Well, and you can see a little bit, too, of the way you play is what you practice against. And watching Lakewood Ranch, their blocks are all well above the net. They're early because they have to do that in practice because they're getting deets hitting at them every day. So when we don't have the ability to have that level of player in practice, it shows when you get to a game. Our blocks are late.
The service error gives it back to the Hurricanes, 14-12, as Catlett serves. Outside to Ekstrom, we're going to have double contact here, so 14-13. Little miscommunication on Lakewood Ranch's side. That's one of the few times we've seen that. Free ball opportunity for the Mustangs. They're going to set up back set to number 10, but a nice dig by Ball. All the way across to Ekstrom. Cross court, went just out.
Just wide.
Looked good from here.
No.
No, I meant as she was swinging, it looked good.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was definitely out.
Yeah.
From the back row, that's going to go out as Dietz hits it too strong. So the Hurricanes now take a 15-14 lead. Catlett. And an overpass. Oh no, a mistake there for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they both thought the other one was going to get that ball. That's one where Isaac's got to come forward and get that.
Richford served that one. Here's Scovita hitting it into the net once again. And it's 16-15. Mustangs retake the lead. Richford. Oh, and an error there on the receive by Ball. Makes it 17-15.
You got to wonder how long coach is going to let this one go before he calls a timeout.
Richford once again, short serve. And nice serve.
There's the timeout. Nope. He's just making that adjustment to get him up off that back line.
Richford serving again. She's doing a nice job of mixing up her service, just going all over the place, as the tip is handled by Lakewood Ranch. Catlett quick set to Clark, and Clark will score for the Hurricanes. Much needed side out. As Dunstan checks out and Tolucci will go back to serve.
That's one of the few bad attempts by the Lakewood Ranch libero. She's been doing a great job all night. Very calm the whole time she's back there.
Sydney Sprague is their libero, the senior. Cross court and blocked by Clark. It goes over and still alive. Catlett back to Scovita off the block. Still alive.
And nice dig by Sprague there.
Scovita once again, and the point for the Hurricanes.
And it's got to be a little unsettling when you're the visiting player in a gym you're not used to and making a diving save towards the bleachers.
Ball with the kill, kind of out of nowhere. Flat-footed, just found an open spot.
And she found that crease right between the two back row players.
Tied up, 18-18. Natalie Tolucci, the freshman defensive specialist, serving again. Setting up the middle, and number 10, Hannah Sprungman with the kill. And we've seen Richford do some excellent sets to all her hitters, including this one here, Katie Ekstrom, who hits it into the net. So we are tied again, 19-19. Very important set here for the Hurricanes. You definitely don't want to go down 2-0. As Abby Clark serves. Dietz hits it into the net this time, so the Hurricanes take a 20-19 lead.
And this is a good rotation for Lakewood Ranch because they've got Dietz coming out of that front left corner.
This time the libero hits it over. It's an overpass, and Sprungman makes them pay. Yanis just checked in for Sprungman, getting a hand from her teammates on the bench as Spriggs lines up to serve as we're tied 20-20. Oh, off the fingertips, and that's going to be a point for Lakewood Ranch. They take a 21-20 lead.
The Canes need to get a stop here and stay within a point and keep it tied instead of falling down by 2 this late in the game. It's tough to get that back.
Catlett over to Scovita. She's blocked by Dietz. 22-20.
And just so casual the way she does that.
Makes it look effortless.
Yeah.
Sprague to serve once more. Oh, and that's trouble for Manatee. 23-20 is our score. And it looks like Coach Cothran's going to call a timeout. I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight for high school volleyball on Manatee Schools Television. Our first season of covering live high school sports. And thanks to TV production teachers like the man sitting to my left, Chris Peters. We're getting a lot of students involved in all these broadcasts. All of our cameras being run tonight by students.
Yeah, it was great to get here and see just the entire setup process. And your crew that's here tonight running the truck and everything have just been absolutely fantastic with the students. The explanations, walking them through what they're going to do, giving everybody the kind of the layout, and to be able to see the equipment you guys bring in that we don't have the opportunity to have in the classroom is awesome as well.
Matt Messenger, Adam McCune, and Michael Trimboli, our crew here at MSTV, helping to make this broadcast possible. Sydney Sprague serving again, and that's going to go out. So at a key point in the game here, Manatee will have Anastasia Scovita serving, trailing 23-21. As Catlett is going to check out, and we've got Pearson in. Nice serve by Scovita, but It's handled by Lakewood Ranch. And that ball goes out.
And that played to the Hurricanes' advantage when Dietz has to make that second hit, because that takes her off the net on that with the opportunity to make a kill.
And that was started by the serve from Scovita, as that one just goes out. Trying for that back corner, couldn't hit it, and now the Mustangs have set point with Becky McMullen serving, and we know how good she's served tonight. Handled this time by the Hurricanes. And that's a point for the Hurricanes, as that set went awry and Dietz couldn't handle it.
We found the one place that she can't hit from.
The second row.
The second row of the bleachers over her shoulder.
All right, so again, Lakewood Ranch with a set point opportunity as ball serves. Here comes a kill by number 21, Yanis, to take the second set, 25-23.
That's a tough break. We were in position to receive, and it just rolled across the net just a little bit and took us off our line.
So it is 2-0. Lakewood Ranch leads, and we are going to take a break. You're watching high school volleyball on Manatee Schools Television.
This is Officer Beerholm with your Traffic Officer Minute. When backing out of a driveway or leaving a garage, watch out for children walking or bicycling to school. Be alert. Children arriving late for the bus may dart into the street without looking for traffic. Do you know when to stop for a school bus? Yellow flashing lights indicate the bus is preparing to stop. Drivers should slow down and prepare to stop. Red flashing lights and extended arms indicate the bus is stopped and children are getting on or off. Drivers must stop and wait until the red lights stop flashing. The extended stop arm is withdrawn and the bus begins moving. All drivers moving in either direction on a two-way street must stop for a school bus displaying a stop signal. It must remain stopped until the road is clear of children and the school bus stop arm is withdrawn. On a highway divided by a paved median, all drivers moving in either direction must stop for a school bus displaying a stop signal. It must remain stopped until the road is clear of children and the bus stop arm is withdrawn. On a highway divided by a raised barrier or an unpaved median at least 5 feet wide, drivers moving in the opposite direction do not have to stop for the bus. However, these motorists should slow down and watch for students. For more information on traffic safety tips, follow the Bradenton Police Department at Bradenton PD.
Now you can watch Manatee Schools Television live and on demand on our new app for Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. Roku users, to install the app, go to Search, type School District of Manatee County, and select Add Channel. Once installed, you can watch our live stream or view past school board meetings, district announcements, and other local programming on demand. Apple TV users, go to Search, type School District of Manatee County, and install the app. It's that easy. You're ready to watch our live stream and all our videos on demand. Fire TV users, go to Find, select Search, type School District of Manatee County. Go down and select the app, and click Download. Open the app to watch our live stream and on-demand videos. You can also watch live on our website. Go to mstv.us and select MSTV Watch Live. For on-demand programming, simply click MSTV Video on Demand. And we broadcast 24/7 on Spectrum Cable Channel 646 and Frontier Channel 39. Manatee Schools Television, connecting you to your school district.
And we're back at Manatee High School, where Lakewood Ranch leads the Hurricanes 2 sets to none. The Mustangs won the first set 25-12. They just wrapped up the second set 25-23. Obviously the Hurricanes playing much better that set, but just came up short, and now they're facing a 2-set to none deficit.
Yeah, this is always a tough one to get up for when you're down 2 and you just played your heart out to be that close.
Vanessa Richford with the serve. Free ball opportunity here for the Mustangs. Outside to Ekstrom. And the point for the Mustangs to start off the score of 1-0. Richford, is that going to? Oh, she called it in.
That's
okay,
in.
Yep. I was about to call that out.
Yeah, where that line crosses the lane for basketball is a little tricky.
It is. It's hard to see there. Red on red.
We've got red on red. We've got the blue tape lines for PE volleyball. It's kind of a mess on the court right now.
Nice serve and a nice dig by Ball. Back set to Catlett. And the point for the Hurricanes is that second hit. Just really tough for Richford to come up with that. And it's 2-1 as Catlett serves. Back to number 8. Ekstrom from the right side this time.
Yeah, Lakewood Ranch has taken advantage of all the corners, front corner, back corner. They've hit all their spots on their hits tonight.
That's the first time we've seen Ekstrom on the opposite side with the kill as she's serving again. Dig again by Ball. And double contact, I believe. Yes, that's the call, so it's 3-1. Here's Ekstrom. And a nice serve. Very nice, short, and right on the line.
Yeah, that short serve has been a problem all night long for the Hurricanes.
Well, and they're doing a really good job of mixing it up. They're not just, some are hard, some are short. We've seen Ekstrom with some success back there. Of course, Sebeki McMullen with a couple of aces. Overpass. And the point, as I believe that's number 10, Hannah Sprungman.
Yeah, you can see the energy on the Hurricanes right now. It's just down coming off of that second set loss.
Ekstrom sneaks that one over. And the point for Lakewood Ranch, now up 7-1. As Fiona McCarthy checks out and Scovita will go back in to serve. Oh, excuse me, it's Lakewood Ranch that's serving. Ekstrom. Back set to Dunstan, blocked. And that was Andrea Dietz with the block. Looks like we've got number 7, Ashlyn McClellan, coming in for Dunstan. First look at Ashlyn, senior defensive specialist. In trouble there for Scovita, but she got it over. Back to number 12, Taryn Eddy with the kill from the right side. Ekstrom to serve again. Richford off the block on the kill from Dietz, the kill attempt from Dietz. They'll try the middle this time, and again, Sprungman having some success there in the middle for the Mustangs.
They called that in the net as well. So either way, that point was going to Lakewood Ranch.
It's 10-1 and a timeout for the Hurricanes. It does seem like the air kind of went out of the team after that second set.
Yeah, playing them point for point all the way until 2020, 2021, and then all of a sudden giving up 3 right at the end to go down 2 sets. That's definitely going to take a little bit out of you when you come out for that third set, knowing that it's going to be a very long uphill battle at that point.
So Jessica Leupold has her team playing well. On the other side, Coach Cothran giving his team some instruction. Long-time coach for the Hurricanes.
Yep, goes back to days when I was still working as an athletic trainer, and he came in and took us to a state championship and a Final Four in back-to-back seasons with a very young team back then, and it's been fun to watch him over the years. He's very passionate about what he's doing, and the girls love playing for him.
Samantha Roca checking in for the Hurricanes as Ekstrom serves. And again, Ball is just having to make all sorts of digs on these serves. Back to Dietz, and I believe that went out, yes. But very hard hit. I'm pretty sure there's still a vapor trail out there.
Yeah, she tried pulling that one inside the block right down the line and just got a little bit wide on it.
So side out for the Hurricanes as Tolucci will go back to serve, trailing 10-2. Middle, nicely saved there by Scovita. And again, Sprungman.
Yeah, that's another thing Lakewood Ranch seems to be doing is every one of those kind of odd hits where they're not really a great set, but they hit the ball moving towards the net, and Manatee just seems to be hitting it off their back foot so much tonight.
The libero Sprague serving for the Mustangs. Outside to Dietz, and Andrea Dietz with yet another kill. Sprague to serve once again. Senior libero who has had a nice game for the Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, like I said earlier, just calm. Everything she's doing back there is just very calm, not getting flustered.
Overpass. And I believe, was that Dietz or was that Yanis who tipped that? I didn't quite catch it.
Don't think it was Dietz.
It would be number 21, Cora Yanis, the freshman middle. See if we can see on this replay. Yes, it was Yanis. Nice job by her. Richford back sets it, and it's going to be a point for the Mustangs as I believe that was number 12, Taryn Eddy, scoring for Lakewood Ranch. 14-12 is our score. As Sprague is ready to serve again. Little miscommunication there, but they get it over. Richford way across to Dietz. She has to tip it. Nice dig by Tolucci for the Hurricanes. Richford back to Eddy. Taryn Eddy coming in off the bench to get some kills there on the right side for the Mustangs. Here's Sprague once again. Short serve. Richford to Dietz.
She's just having fun out there. every hit is just an ear-to-ear smile, and she is having a blast out there right now at our expense.
It does look like that the University of North Florida is getting a very good talent in Andrea Dietz. Short serve, it does go over on the dig by Isaac. And that is going to be tipped, blocked, and then back and drops. And it's a point for the Mustangs, leading now 17-2. So we've got Sprague again to serve. From the back row, blocked by Clark. Abby Clark with a nice block.
That's good to see.
And here is Clark serving. Short serve, that's not going to make it. So it's 18-3. Substitution. We've got number 15, so Becky McMullen coming in to serve. Catlett sets over to Ball, and she hits the net. 19-3. So Becky McMullen once more. Catlett and Ball will try it again. Long set over, double contact is going to be the call. So the Hurricanes take over the serve, trailing 19-4 as Catlett comes out, and this is going to be Pearson checking in. Elena Pearson, the junior outside hitter. Nice serve by Scavita there. Richford to Dietz. Nice dig this time by Isaac. Ball hits it out.
Yeah, Isaac's not just a volleyball player. She's also a third-year materials and process manufacturing student for me.
Nice. Rounded student.
Yeah.
Dietz serving. Richford back set, and they're going to call double contact on her again, so that'll make it 20-5. Mustangs lead this game, and they lead 2-0, looking to close this out. Pearson will give it a try, and there is Elena Pearson with the kill. We've got McClellan coming back in for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they were very close to picking up an illegal substitution on that last play. She was on her way to the net as the official had already signaled for play to start.
Ekstrom. Nice. She really does a nice job going cross court with that severe angle.
And that's an easy one to pull and just take it right out of bounds, but she's doing a very good job of getting just enough on it to keep it in play.
Yanis to serve. Scavita to Pearson. Here's Ekstrom. Oh, just tap that over, and it was good by the setter, Richford.
Yeah, and you got Dietz playing the back row, just not making mistakes.
22-6 as Yanis will serve again. And there's another kill by Elena Pearson. Junior right side hitter. Clark has checked back in. And this is Isaac serving. Nice set by Richford, going across to Ekstrom for that kill. 23-7. Very impressed by the play of Vanessa Richford tonight.
Yeah, she's done a nice job, and that was splitting a double team and getting the point for him.
And this is Richford serving. McClellan off the block, and again Richford to Ekstrom, and that falls for another point for the Mustangs as they have match point. And Richford trying to close this game out with an ace, but it's dug, and here's McClellan off the block, and the point for the Hurricanes. Not quite over yet. Nice job by Ashlyn McClellan there.
Senior coming in, getting a late substitution, and still playing hard.
Cat with the serve. Boy, Ava Ball's had to dig for a lot back there. Ekstrom puts the game away for the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs as they win 3-0. Well, we saw terrific play by the outside hitters for Lakewood Ranch, and just great sets by Vanessa Richford, the senior captain, setter. And overall, your thoughts tonight, Chris?
Yeah, Lakewood Ranch has got a very well-rounded team. They've got some hitters on the edges. They've got that like I said, that calm back row presence with Sprague, their libero, and they look like they can put together a pretty good run here.
So that makes 7 in a row for them. They've won 7 straight, and they improved to 10-8 on the 10-8 on the season. Meanwhile, Manatee, they dropped to 6-9. And if you're the Hurricanes, how do you bounce back?
I don't know who their next opponent is, but
in general, how do you think that they can improve their play?
Well, you hope you get an opponent that you match up well with, coming off of a game like that. But you go into practice Monday, or not Monday, you go into practice hopefully tomorrow and take a look at the things that you did well. You go back and look at that second game. They played point for point with them all the way through the second game. They had one little run there in the first where the service was just taking them out of their comfort zone and out of their normal routine, and got a little bit of game got a little bit away from them in the first set. And then that third set, you're coming off of that tough loss, and just that letdown is tough. But that's going to happen throughout the season. So you got to make the best of it and work on that mental toughness and be able to put that bad loss behind you and come back, play tough.
So Manatee's next opponent is the Bayshore Bruins, a team they defeated 3-0 at Bayshore earlier this season. So perhaps an opportunity for them to get back on the winning track.
Exactly. That's a chance to get right.
All right, so that'll do it for tonight. Chris Peters, really appreciate you coming out and sitting in with us here at the broadcast table, and also want to thank all your TV production students. I thought they did an amazing job tonight.
Well, we appreciate it. Like I said, we're thankful that the district's given everybody an opportunity to do this, and that you guys are going around to all the schools to highlight some of the good things that are going on. I know right now education's kind of taking a beating, but there's positive stuff that we're doing every day in the classrooms, and the chance to spotlight that and to highlight our student talent and what they're able to do is unbelievable. So we appreciate the opportunity from you guys just as much.
Well, it's our pleasure to be here, and we've had just a blast covering all these games and getting to know all our TV production instructors and all the students, and this has been a real pleasure for us as well. So for Matt Messenger and Adam McCune, Michael Trimboli, we thank you once again for joining us here for the Game of the Week here on Manatee Schools Television. I'm Stephen Oposki, and we will see you again next week.